If you struggle to feel your chest in exercises like push-ups, bench press, and dips, or you have shoulder pain, this episode of Muscle Mechanics is for you. First, quick introduction. If you don't know who I am, my name is Justin Cutler. I founded Empower Inc. Coaching in September of 2022, and I specialize in helping 90s kids that used to play sports get healthier with minimal space, equipment, and time. And my knowledge base began with me being sick of being injured and not feeling the muscles that I wanted to feel, that I knew I was supposed to feel. So I became an expert in movement mechanics and muscle activation, and I've since helped hundreds of people achieve the same result. So the first thing you need to know, if you struggle with either of those symptoms I mentioned before, is your awareness to your shoulder blades, and that's where we're going to begin. So when it comes to feeling your chest, remember your muscles are like rubber bands. In order to contract the muscle, it first needs to be stretched out. In order to access the chest, we need to know how to pack the shoulder blades back. So we're going to go to the floor for our first exercise. This is called a scapular push-up. If you're anything like me and the people I've coached, it's going to feel super clunky in the beginning, but I promise you it's going to pay off. What this teaches is the order of operations and how we're supposed to be doing a press. Because if you can't feel your chest and or you have shoulder issues, chances are you begin your presses with your arms. And that is an error. We need to begin them with the shoulder blades coming back and then the arms, because that puts the shoulders in an optimally strong position and allows the chest to actually stretch out as your elbows go down. And so I use this movement as a preparatory exercise in pretty much every one of my workouts and my sessions with my members. So you take a push-up position. You can do this on the knees or the toes. You want to make sure your shoulders are on top of your hands, not behind them. And then from there, it's a very small motion. You're squeezing the shoulder blades together and then pushing them away. Squeeze together, push away. Squeeze together, push away. Do 3 sets of 10 repetitions prior to every single pressing workout, and you'll begin to notice the difference immediately. Okay, we have one more drill that I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to show you how this applies to certain chest movements. So this is called a 4-part push-up, and you can honestly apply this cadence to any chest movement that you want to develop, your bench press, your dips, or your push-ups. The way it goes is we go shoulder blades first, so you're essentially doing a scapular push-up. Then we bend the arms, and then we push with the arms, and then we end with the shoulders. What this ingrains is, again, the order of operations that we're supposed to be using. So in a push-up, for example, it goes shoulders, then the arms, then the arms, then the shoulders. Shoulders, arms, arms, shoulders. One more, shoulders, arms, arms, shoulders. Now I'm going to show you a couple of regular push-up reps, and you can see that same sequence of movements happening just more seamlessly. So you notice the shoulder blades moving back as I'm going down. I cannot tell you how many times I've had someone come to me reporting either not feeling their chest or the shoulder pain or both. I show them these exercises, and in the same session, their shoulder pain is either gone or substantially better, and they've never felt their chest like that before. It truly is that simple. Let me show you how it applies to a little more complex movement in the dip. All right, I'm using the rings because the rings are amazing. I highly recommend you own a pair. Anyway, these can be applied to bar dips as well. So when you break down what the dip is, a little myth busting for you, breaking a belief that you might believe, like most people, is that the dip is a tricep movement. It is not. It is actually a chest movement, and the triceps are designed to assist the chest. A good rule of thumb, quick side note, in determining which is the main muscle you're supposed to feel is anatomically which one is the largest. So when you look at the dip or the push-up or the bench press, you look at the 3 major muscle groups involved: the chest, the front of the shoulder, and the back of the arm, the tricep. Look at an anatomy chart and you'll quickly understand which one is the biggest, and therefore you're supposed to be feeling the most. That alone can help fix the issues that you might be feeling in these movements. So when you look at a dip, it's essentially a bench press or a push-up you're just bent over. And it's pretty much the same thing. The posture is the key. The reason why most people can only feel their tricep and not their chest in the dip is they're too upright. And it causes the shoulders to collapse, and you really can't use the chest at that point. And so the major change that I end up making most of the time when I work with my clients is, instead of looking forward, I have you look down only 3 to 4 feet in front of you. Imagine there's a laser pointer sticking out of your chest. You want to point it at a spot that's only a few feet in front of you. So instantly, we're going to take the gaze from forward and go down. And then remembering that 4-part push-up that we were doing in the scapular push-ups. We begin by squeezing the shoulder blades together. Then we bend the arms. And we should feel most of the support coming from the chest. And then we press out of it. Okay? So again, point the chest down. Shoulder blades first. Really feel that chest. And then press back out of it. Again, it really can be that simple to fix those issues I mentioned in the beginning of the video. So if you liked this, please like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned next week for the next episode of Muscle Mechanics.